Mary, it's been a few years since you've had it envisioned in your mind and your heart, I guess, to restore the beach. I guess you have memories as a child. You really appreciate the beach and what it's meant to you. So how does it feel now to see things come to fruition?
Exciting. Glad to see things finally moving. It's been a lot more than a few years. It's been maybe 15 years since I first got it to do development. And then nothing happened there. And then with the energy and push of a few people and a whole lot of red tape and all the permits here and permits there and push and rely on the support and generosity of the contractors in the area. And
I know it must be really frustrating when you see vandals vandalizing the beach, and especially after having some talks with the kids, trying to sensitize them to the broken bottles and how it can be a danger to children going in and off the beach. But they don't seem to have any respect for the beach or anybody who gives them any advice on those things. So what's your take on it?
I don't know. I really don't understand it. Like, it's almost like kids today have this disposable attitude. They live for today and tomorrow's not a concern. And I don't know, maybe it's some of our own fault because all we wanted was something bigger and greater for our kids, and so the kids don't have that sense of, I don't know how to put it. It's not like they don't have to work for anything, it's given to them. And they think it's everything else is somebody else's job. Everything's somebody else's job. So they don't take that ownership, that responsibility. I don't know, I don't understand it. But what they don't realize is what they're destroying is their own.
How do you get the kids involved into it? I'm wondering if we included the kids, make them part of the decision making, so to help them take ownership of it. How could something like that work?
Well, we've tried that. We've brought the kids in, we've offered them and asked them to come and help. We've spoke to them and told them that, look, if you respect the beach and the people that are coming behind you, we're not going to bother you. We're not going to give you a hard time. We're not going to, be chasing you every time you go to the beach. But I mean, we've been preaching that for a year and a half, and I'm sure their parents preach it to them. But when they get together in their little groups, it's like it's all forgotten. So sadly, what it's going to come down to, I think, is that the few that are disrespectful and leaving that broken glass that's going to harm somebody's child, it could be their own niece or nephew, brother or sister, it doesn't seem to matter, they're not in the moment, it's going to be gone for everybody because the people in the area are just not going to put up with going down there and dragging off 8 dozen beer bottles and a box of gold broken glass every year, and then every time you talk to a mom that's been there with their little ones, they're picking up glass. And this year, we went down and we cleaned it up, and that evening there was kids there partying, and the next morning there was broken glass and beer bottles left again. And I spoke to them personally and told them what the options were and told them what the consequences could be. And it still happens. So.